Hey guys, what is going on? LEGO Man 123 are back with another video, and today in this video, I'll be opening up my first two LEGO minifig Harry Potter Series 2. So I did pick these two blind bags up on Friday, and I did do like a quick feel of them because I wanted to make sure I didn't get the same minifig, and I'm pretty sure I didn't because this one is a little more heavier than this one here, and this one weighs a little less than this one. So hopefully I did get different minifigs, and just looking at like the sort of shaping of like the bags and the pieces it does make, it kind of looks like they both have not too many pieces inside, because this one is a little more heavier, so it might have some more pieces than this one, and this one is definitely light. So I'm kind of thinking this one might be Hermione or Ron from the Half-Blood Prince when they have like their butterbeer and all that. But I'm not too sure about this one. It might be like Griphook or maybe like Modi Myrtle, but I don't think it's someone with a book because I didn't really feel a book, but I'm not very good at doing that. So we're just going to have to wait and see who I open. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first minifig we did unbag was Dumbledore, and this is his Philosopher's Stone version. And wow, this piece looks really cool. This is actually Forks. Wow, this mold looks incredible. I love the sort of design for it, and like the detailing with like the fur, the wings, like the tail, the beak. Definitely do look really cool, and I love the hair and hat combo here. And next we have Harry, and I was completely wrong about this one. I thought it was going to be either Ron or Hermione, but it is a version of a Half-Blood Prince character, which is actually Harry, and this is him with like the book, which does belong to the Half-Blood Prince, so that is definitely really interesting. So I'll just quickly build these off camera, and then we'll take a closer look at them. So the first minifig is Albus Dumbledore, and I believe this is Chamber of Secrets version. Man, the Forks mold really looks incredible. I love the amount of detailing on it with like the feather for the tail, like the wings, the feathers on the chest, and the really nice yellow coloring, the beak, like even the tiny eyes, and then like the yellow part on the head, even like some like feather detailing for like the head part or like the back. That definitely does look really cool. And I'm also glad it's not like a brick built version like the Great Hall, because I feel like if they were to like incorporate that into a blind bag and actually have a minifig hold it, I really think you couldn't see like the minifig, because if you had like a build, it'd probably be like bigger than the mold for Fork, and it would really like be more distracting, and like you really want to get a good look at the minifig. So I'm glad they actually did do a mold. And then he does have the really nice one color in the coloring here, and then he does have this really cool white bead piece. I believe it might be the same as the Albus Dumbledore from the first series, but in a grey coloring. And then the hair, or like long hair, and like this really cool sort of hat piece, a really nice mold. I love the design for like the hair, the texturing of that. Even the bead has some really nice texturing. And then like the hat piece is definitely really interesting. I'm not 100% sure on the exact name for the hat, but I do like the coloring of it and like the molding, and then like some star detailing as well. Taking off those pieces, you get a bit more of a better look of his torso and dress printing. So first we'll start with his first facial expression. Really nice detailing for like the white part of the beard, like the bushy eyebrows, and then like I believe that's like a gold coloring for the glasses he does wear. And then his other facial expression, he kind of looks like he's like happy or like starting to be happy. And then his first one is, man, I think they look the exact same, very similar, but like I think the first one is like him starting to smile, but then this one is him looking like a little happy. And then the torso and dress printing, they look really nice. I love the dark red coloring, and then this like golden sort of a shine going down the torso and continuing down to the dress definitely does look really cool. But by the looks of it, it kind of looks like it's sort of a bit sort of out, sort of lined, like it doesn't line up as well. But that might be just like the positioning of how I've actually put the two pieces together, and then like the sort of black detailing as well. And then at the back, it does continue some really nice printing with, I believe that might be actually the hat piece. I'm not 100% sure, or it might be just like a hood. Definitely really cool print there with like a bit more black printing, and then some back dress printing, which is definitely great. And it does sort of continue also like from the torso down to the dress piece. The next minifig I got was Harry Potter, and this is this version from the Philosopher's Stone. I really like getting like casual clothes of like Harry, Ron, and Hermione because they definitely do look really cool, and this is definitely a great version of Harry. He does have this really nice dark grey torso print with like some pocket printing and also some zip printing. That definitely does look really nice. And then like you could see like a red part of his shirt there, which definitely does look really cool. And then also some like crease printing as well. And then he does have a really cool print for like a belt. That definitely does look really cool. And then at first I didn't actually notice this, but he also does have some printing for like shoes at the bottom here in the black coloring. That definitely does look really cool. And then at the back it does have a print for the hood on the torso, and then also like some creases and like a pattern down the bottom as well. And then the sort of part for the shoes actually does continue. No, it doesn't actually continue at, yeah, it does not continue at the back, which is quite a shame. His first facial expression, he does look like pretty shocked or like worried in a way. I think that definitely does look really cool, like an updated, more adult version of that facial expression. And the hairpiece he actually does use in the black coloring, I believe you could possibly get in like Lego City sets or in Lego City sets, but just in a different color. And then his other facial expression, he does look pretty happy. And this is like another sort of facial expression that sort of made him into like an adult to make it look more adultly. And then his accessory is this really cool book piece. And this is the book he actually does get in Potions. Really nice print for like the cauldron. Like, it's really hard to see, but it looks like there's sort of small words printed onto it. That definitely does look really cool. I also love the coloring for it with like this sort of, maybe like an, really not sure on the coloring. It's sort of like a grey and a blue coloring. And then this is a bar and clip attachment. So like you can very easily detach it, and like minifigs can easily hold onto it with this part here. And then when you open it up, it's just, this print is just amazing to see, because I thought they were just going to reuse the Wingardium Leviosa 1x2 print on the same tile in the same coloring in this book. But I'm really glad they went with this really cool print of like a sort of method on how to actually do a specific potion, but like there's a bunch of sort of black printing on it, and it is really hard to see because it is quite small. It's really cool how they actually do have this print, because it has a bunch of sort of like crosses and arrows to actually tell you how to actually do it. And that is what the book Harry does get. It's actually property of the Half-Blood print. It would have been really cool to maybe get like a part where it actually does have the property of the Half-Blood print printed here. But then it also does have Secum Sempra, I believe that's how you pronounce it, written up here in some small writing. Definitely really cool, because Harry actually does find this book in Slughorn's poetry class after Harry and Ron actually are getting a book to do that class. And to Harry's surprise, I think that is why they actually did choose that facial expression. He actually is shocked to see that someone's actually like sort of corrected the book, like crossing out stuff and showing what to do. I'm really glad they actually do have a 1x2 print of that, and it's just really cool to actually see that instead of just having like the same 1x2 print on like this sort of tan or like sort of sand colored piece, they've actually gone for a different print instead of just like using the Wingardium Leviosa. I would definitely love to see more prints like this instead of just like reusing them over and over again. But I think it would have been really cool to actually see a print of potions on like the part here, but I can see why, because that may be like really hard to do. But I think it could be definitely possible, because with this part inside, they have some really small writing, and it is definitely quite hard to actually make out some of it. The only part I could actually make out was the part where it does say Secum Sempra, but I think they could possibly like put potions here, but it may be like really hard to actually understand. So I thought this was a great start getting Dumbledore and Harry in my first two LEGO minifig Harry Potter series 2. So I definitely want to continue collecting these minifigs because I almost actually collected all the minifigs from the LEGO minifig Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts series 1. I believe I only had like 4 or 6 minifigs to go, so I definitely want to collect all of them, but hopefully in the future I will actually be able to collect all of them, so definitely stay tuned for more videos similar to this. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, and as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can see you soon. Good